All right, man, since we're here, let's go ahead and do first impressions on the Motorola Razr Plus for 2024. Let's get into it, man. So, for 2024, we got more competition in this flip phone game. You got Samsung and you got Motorola. You had these two last year, and it was kind of debatable on which one was the best. But I think this year we might have a clear-cut winner. What we talking about, bro? What are we talking about here? We talking about this bad boy right here, man. You hear that snap feature? You hear it? I know you do. My first impressions of this thing is it's a solid device, bro. It feels absolutely amazing in hand. Now, this outer display here, this thing right here, bruh, is a freaking game changer this year. I'm good. It's 4 inches of usefulness on an external display on a folding device or a flipping device. We're not getting into the fold because, yeah, that's another tax bracket right there. I'm holding off on that one. I'm waiting to see what Google comes out with the Pixel Fold. Yeah, I think that thing is going to be a beast. But we're not here for that. We're talking about this Motorola Plus variant of the Razr for this year. Now let's talk about the build quality on this thing. I'd be the first to tell you that it's meh. It's all right. In comparison, and this is where I think Samsung actually has the upper hand, is the actual it feels more solid with the Samsung, and that's because of the choice materials on this one. You got vegan leather on the back here. You got Corning Gorilla Glass on the device. It's not necessarily a super fingerprint magnet, but if you get caught slipping out there in the streets, bro, you'll be in a little trouble. So, I think Samsung has the upper hand on this one just because of that feeling you get when you touch the Flip 6. But everything else screams Motorola when it comes from me. I was a little bit underwhelmed when I opened the package on this one, and it was probably because of the color that I chose. I only really had two options because I didn't get it from Motorola. I only had eye pink and the midnight blue. Obviously, I didn't feel that nostalgic. I went with the midnight blue. It does have a nice little stripe down the back, which I might be a little partial to it, but who cares? I do like the finish. It's fine. It just doesn't give you that same feel that you feel when you touch the Flip 6. But that's okay, because everything else, like I said, screams Motorola for me on this one. So take it for what it's worth, man, but go put your hands on them in your local Best Buy and see what it does to you. I almost changed my mind until I realized that the screen on the front right here, that's it. That thing made me change my whole life about this device. Now, performance-wise, the Snapdragon S Gen 3, it's a beast. Now, it's not the top tier Snapdragon Gen 3 processor. It's not that. It's a little step down. But at the same time, I haven't got any stuttering, no lag, and the battery life so far seems to be pretty decent. Again, I've only had it for 24 hours, and we'll take a little deeper dive into that in our full review. But for this, I'm good, man. The main display is bright, but it does get a little toasty under direct sunlight, as do most phones. But with it pumping out 3,000 nits of peak brightness, it's gonna get a little toasty. And again, with the aluminum rails here on the side, and the top half of the phones is being completely glass, it's gonna feel a little warm. I'm okay with that. Now, while we're talking about display, you got a LTPO OLED, POLED 165 hertz panel on the interior here. It's not QHD plus, so your relegated to 1080p or FHD plus, so that may be something you want to consider too. But I'll be the first to tell you that you really can't tell the difference. Like, there's nothing wrong with this display at all. I'm perfectly fine with it. It allows me to do what I need to do, and with them going with a FHD plus, it kind of helps the battery life a little bit. So again, I'm not mad at it. So with having this thing only for 24 hours, man, I think I'm all right with it. I am totally fine with it, with everything that this phone offers. But again, where it really shines is this outer display, man. It's fully functional. You can do everything that you would do normally on the internal screen here, or the primary display, that you can do outside. You can do everything there. I have no complaints with it. You can set up widgets. You can straight dial phone. It's way better. So in this iteration, Motorola has stepped it up. They really didn't change the form factor a lot, because in the minus version, you really just got the same phone, the Plus variant from last year, with a slightly different processor. Yeah, they went with a little something different. They didn't go to Snapdragon this year in that one, so be careful. If you want the latest Snapdragon, well, a variant of the latest Snapdragon Gen 3 processor, this is the one you want to get. And this one does have a bigger outer display. So yeah, no annoying cutouts on here at all. So my initial impressions is I'm gonna have fun digging into this thing to see exactly what it can do and how it stacks up to just a normal smartphone. So I'll be putting it up against the OnePlus 12, because that's the other device I got laying around here. So we're gonna see what it does, man. So with that being said, hit that like and subscribe button so you can be the first to know when we drop the full review of the Motorola 24 Razr with the plus on it, not the minus version. So yeah, Motorola, you might want to stop taking a page out of Sony book and come up with a better naming convention. The Motorola Razr 24 Plus. I'm your boy, man. I'm gonna get on out of here. Holla at y'all, man. Peace.